Hey everybody, this is me, Ben Cornett, and welcome to another edition of Ben's Quick Picks. This is the Week 2 edition of Ben's Quick Picks, and I will go over my Week 2 picks in a little bit. But first, I want to give you my record for last week's picks that I made. Yep, last week I went 9-7. Not bad. I thought I would be at least 10-6, something like that. But I didn't think the Rams would upset the Seahawks. Took a few chances, like the Patriots. That was my upset pick over the Eagles. They almost came back and won that game. But for the most part, I thought I did pretty good for first week. Obviously, it's kind of a bit of the unknown. Some teams will surprise you. You also have extra time to prepare for that opponent because it's the first game of the year, and you have several months to prepare for them. Like Green Bay, probably should have took them, but I felt like the Bears were a little bit better, at least on paper. But that's on paper, and you have to play the game on the field. So, with that being said, let's go to our Week 2 picks, and hopefully I'll do better this week. Here are my Week 2 picks. Okay, that is my Week 2 picks right there, and before I get into them, I just want to let you know that the check marks next to the teams are the ones that I'm picking. So, with that being said, let's go over those picks. The Thursday night game, Vikings at the Eagles. Minnesota coming off a tough loss to my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They go on the road to Philly. Philly came off a big win over New England in Foxborough Sunday afternoon. It's a short week for both teams, especially for Minnesota, who has to travel on the road. I went with the Eagles here. I went with the home team. I just think they're a little better defensively. The run game for Minnesota, I still have questions about it. I know Alexander Madison's a pretty solid running back, but other than their, receivers, Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, there's really not much to be excited about with the Minnesota offense going into Philly. So with that being said, I like Philly in this game. I know last year they played on a Monday night. Philly blew them out. I expect this game to be a little closer, but I'm still going to take the Eagles in this game on Thursday night. The LA Chargers go into the Tennessee Titans. Chargers came off a tough loss in a wild offensive shootout with the Miami Dolphins. They're going up against Tennessee, who lost a tough game on the road at New Orleans. To me, when I look at this game, the Chargers have a great offense, but they have no defense. And the Titans are the opposite. They have a great defense, but not much of an offense besides Derrick Henry. I look at this game, it's going to come down to who plays better defensively. And Tennessee definitely plays better defensively. They play better at home. I'm going to go Titans here. I just feel like, the Titans are going to do enough on defense where the Chargers, I just don't trust them on defense. I don't trust their defense at all. They give up 34 points to the Dolphins. So, and quite frankly, they have no defensive identity, which is kind of sad considering that Staley's a defensive-minded coach. And also the fact you got guys like Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson, some high-priced defensive players on that team that haven't really stepped up yet. So give me the Titans in this one, and I think they win by 3. I'll go 20-17. Ravens at the Bengals. Love these AFC North matchups. We saw what happened with the Ravens with J.K. Dobbins. Suffered a season-ending injury. So they're going to lose one of their running backs going into Cincinnati, who, again, the Bengals are getting owned by the Browns. It seems like Joe Burrow can't win against those guys. This is a tough game to call. I do like Cincinnati. I think they're going to bounce back in this game. I think it's going to be a very good game, very close game. But in the end, I think Cincinnati's going to make, more plays, at least offensively. Give me the Bengals in this game, but it's going to be close. It's going to be close. This is a game I'm love to see here. Seattle at Detroit. The Lions coming off a huge Thursday opening night game against the defending world champion Kansas City Chiefs. Seattle came off a shocking loss to the Rams. Now they got to go on the road to Detroit. Defensively, they gave up, I believe it was 30 points to a Rams team that doesn't have much offense, especially without Cooper Kupp. So in this game, Detroit, they're better all around. I know last year they had an amazing offensive performance. Seattle won that game 48-45. This isn't the same Detroit team. They're better defensively. They can get to the quarterback better. The secondary is a little shaky. Not bad. It's improved, but I still like Detroit in this game. They got some time to rest as well. That's important. So give me the Lions in this game. Seattle is going to Detroit. It's a tough road game. I like Detroit in this game. Raiders at the Bills. We all know last week the Raiders beat the Broncos. Kind of a upset right there. But they have owned the Broncos lately, so probably should have picked them to win last week. But I trusted Denver. Maybe I shouldn't have. They are going on the road to Buffalo. It's a long week, big travel week. They did go to West Virginia to practice, so they can get a little used to being out on the East Coast. But I don't think that matters. Buffalo pretty much lost that game to the Jets Monday Night Football. Josh Allen had 3 turnovers, and it's tempting to take the Raiders here, but I'm going to go Buffalo. I think they bounce back. I think it's going to be one of those games where Josh Allen actually plays well, but I think the defense for Buffalo is going to neutralize the Raiders. They're going to get to Garoppolo. I don't believe in the Raiders yet. I still think this is a team that's probably only going to win 4 or 5 games. So last week they got their 1 win. This week they're not going to. They're going to Buffalo, and they're going to lose. Give me the Bills. Chiefs at Jaguars. This is going to be a good game. Now, Jacksonville came off a huge win at Indianapolis. Meanwhile, Kansas City lost their opening night game Thursday night to the Lions. They didn't have Travis Kelce. That's like cutting off one of Patrick Mahomes' limbs. So this week he should be back, and I expect him to be back. And despite it being in Jacksonville, I do worry about that defense for the Jaguars. They did give up 21 points to a kind of a mediocre Colts offense. Again, I know it's the first week, but they're going to have to play better against KC. But I do like Kansas City to bounce back in this game. I just don't see them going 0-2. Mahomes isn't going to allow that, especially if you got Travis Kelce back. Extra time to rest and prepare. They're going to want to get that bad taste out of their mouth. I like the Chiefs in a close game, like 23-20. Give me Kansas City in this game on the road. Colts at Texans. I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably the most boring game of the week. You got 2 rookie quarterbacks, Richardson and CJ Stroud. I'm going to go with the Colts. They're a little more experienced. The Texans, they're young. DeMeco Ryans, he's rookie head coach, just starting to figure it out. He's not going to figure it out in this game. I'm going to go Colts. It's going to be an ugly game, but I just feel like out of the quarterbacks, Anthony Richardson, I should say, looks a little more polished than CJ Stroud. So give me the Colts in this game. The Bears and Buccaneers. I got to be fair and impartial, but I am going with the Bucs in this game. Defensively, we're pretty good. You saw last week we forced 3 turnovers against Minnesota. And with the Bears, my goodness, the offensive line's not very good. The defense for the Bucs, the front 7, should feast on that offensive line and contain Justin Fields. Offensively, I think for the Bucs, they could score on this defense. And, if Jordan Love can score on that defense, so can the Bucs. So I like the Bucs. Give me 27-17 over the Chicago Bears. Packers and Falcons. This is an interesting game. Green Bay coming off a huge win in Chicago, division win. Again, I didn't expect that, but I also didn't expect Jordan Love to play better than I thought he would have. So, however, though, now they got to go to Atlanta. It's not a division game. Another road game for Green Bay. Falcons defensively are pretty good. You know, they've really improved. I thought they played pretty well against the Panthers offense and, you know, controlled them in the second half. You know, and that was without like Cordell Patterson. So, you know, Ritter managed the game okay. But John Robinson, you know, had a good debut. The offensive line's solid for Atlanta. And I know that, you know, defensively, the Falcons, you know, the Packers are pretty good. But in this game, I'm going to go Falcons here. I just think they're going to do enough offensively that Green Bay will. So give me Atlanta in this game. I like the Falcons over the Packers. In the afternoon games, I'll wind this down real quick. Niners at the Rams. I like the Niners in this game. You know, they demolished the Steelers last week, but they've also owned the Rams in the regular season. And the Rams, okay, big win in Seattle, props to them. But now you got to go up against a real defense. And again, no Cooper Kupp. You got Matt Stafford, you got Cam Akers, Kyron Williams, good running backs. But the Niners are very good at run defense, so they're going to shut that down. And then you got to go up in the air. And Matt Stafford doesn't always play well against the 49ers. So give me the Niners in that game. Giants at Cardinals. Boy, Giants, it was ugly last week. And I expect them to bounce back nicely. Arizona, I just don't think they're that good. You know, they stayed in the game with the Commanders, but they don't have much of an offense. Joshua Dobbs, you know, he's just a backup quarterback at best starting right now. Really no weapons. Yeah, he's got Hollywood Brown, but that's pretty much it. For the Giants, look, that offensive line, I'm sure, is looking at themselves in the mirror saying, we got to protect our quarterback better. And I think they're going to give a very good effort this week on the road. I like the Giants in this game to bounce back, go 1-1 before their big Thursday night showdown with the 49ers. So the Giants beat the Cardinals. Jets at Cowboys. This is no more Aaron Rodgers. This is Zach Wilson's team now. You got to go up against Dallas on the road. Very inspiring win, by the way, 1-0. This is another game I was really tempted to take the Jets here, but I'm going to stick with Dallas. I think this is going to be a close game. There's not going to be a blowout here. The Jets are going to play their ass off, but I just think Dallas is a little better defensively and a little better offensively. It's who do I trust at quarterback more? Do I trust Zach Wilson or Dak Prescott? That's tough, but I got to go with Dak here. So just for this game at least. So give me the Cowboys or the Jets. Commanders at Broncos. Again, this one's going to be kind of a weird game, maybe low scoring. I think Denver will bounce back. I wanted to take Washington in this one because I think, you know, they're a little better offensively, but Denver does have a pretty good defense. They only gave up 17 to the Raiders, but their offense needs to step up. Russell Wilson needs to step up, and I'm hearing that Jerry Jeudy might play this week, so he'll have his wide receiver back. I'm going to go Denver here. Again, this is going to be an ugly game. I'll go like 19-17. It'll be close, but I'll take Denver in this one. Okay, I'm going to give you my upset pick of the week. Here's my upset pick of the week. Patriots over the Dolphins. Yes, Miami looked great last week. Went into LA, beat the Chargers, put 34 on them, but it's the Chargers. It's no defense. New England does have a defense. It's a division game, Sunday night, and the Patriots have done very well against the Dolphins at New England. I think they've won 4 of their last 5 against Miami at home. And I really do like Tua and that offense. But defensively, I think New England's going to step up, and they're going to force Miami to or they're going to force that offensive line to really play hard. They're going to get after Tua. The run game, Miami doesn't have much of a run game. They rely so much on the air game. And I think New England's going to shut that down. And that's going to be their advantage. Patriots are going to do enough offensively to win. Give me the upset. The Patriots over the Dolphins in this game. All right. Now, the Monday night games. We have 2 of them. We got, starting with the New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers, another division game. The Panthers, they did okay last week. Bryce Young did all right, but he did have a turnover. The Saints, I wouldn't say they did much better, but they were able to pull out the win against Tennessee. Derek Carr didn't look bad. For me in this game, I think it just comes down to who has a better offense. I got to go New Orleans here. Derek Carr's, obviously the more experienced quarterback, the veteran, the rookie Bryce Young. He's going to go through some growing pains, but again, he'll get better in time. But in this game, give me New Orleans on the road against Carolina. And last but not least, the Browns at the Steelers. The Browns, if they played the Bengals 16 times, they would be, or 17 times, they'd be 17-0 probably. But they only play them twice a year. They've already played them once. So they got to go on the road to Pittsburgh, who, let's face it, they crapped the bed last week at home to the Niners. I got a feeling, it's like the Giants. I think the Steelers are going to bounce back at home Monday night. Steelers are always usually good after a loss throughout their history with Mike Tomlin. I don't expect anything different. I'm going to go Steelers over the Browns. They're going to make it hard for Deshaun Watson. They're going to get to the quarterback. They didn't do too bad against the Niners, especially early on in that game. But I just don't know if the Browns have enough to, go up there to Pittsburgh, at least offensively, have enough to beat them there. Yeah, they beat the Bengals, but they've owned the Bengals. This is the Steelers. It's Monday night. Steelers, throughout their history, have dominated the Browns. So give me the Steelers in this game. They're going to bounce back from that tough loss to the 49ers. I just don't see Pittsburgh losing 2 in a row. So that is it for my picks there for the week. Hopefully, I'll do a little better this week than I did last week. So let's improve on that 9-7 record and let's make it like 10-6 or better. So tell me what you guys think. You think these are good picks? Let me know. Put them in the comments section. And let's enjoy week 2 of the NFL. I cannot wait. So everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. Week 2, Ben's quick picks. And I will see you next time and next week. And we'll see how I did. So, and please like and share this video. Follow me on YouTube at BenCornett9015, on X at BennyBoy702, and in the Ben Zone on Facebook. And if you're an Instagrammer, follow me at Ben702 forever. All right, guys, take care, and I will see you next time.